So we're back in Assetto Corsa Competizione, and I'm doing the low fuel motorsport kind of license test thing. So this is where I think we have to do like 7 clean laps around Zandvoort. So I'm on their server at the moment for the license runs, and I think like the qualifying time is around 105% of some base lap time anyway. I think it's basically in the 138 or 139 range, which should be straightforward enough, I think. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. This is the first lap out of 7 that I've got to do. As far as the temperature at all. So I have been in R Factor 2 for the past week, and I do like it, I have to say, but oh man, it's so difficult just to get up and running with, like it really is. I've spent more time in the settings menu, or not even the settings menu, like the actual game files. Messing around with JSONs, messing around with player files, control files, all that sort of stuff. My force feedback feels a lot heavier on this McLaren than normal. Saying that, I have been in factor driving LGA LMP2, which has very little force feedback, to be fair. It's not a great lap.
The lap time was at 1:37.93.
Tire pressures are not ideal, but hopefully coming into the next lap, the left side pressures get up there.
Sector 1 is quick. That's 20 minutes to go.
So 7 clean laps is the target, the ask.
Your brake temperatures are okay. Your tyre temps are all fine.
I don't know if ACC have changed the force feedback on it. It feels like heavier, way heavier than normal. I've only been away for a week, maybe a week and a half.
That was 1:38.00. You're less than 1/10 of a second off your best. Sectors 2 and 3 are 1/10 off your best. Sector 1 time is good.
These are very, very, very sloppy laps. force feedback of this. Feels
Sector 2 time is okay.
definitely feels heavier than what I'm used to with the McLaren. And like I said, I'm driving War Factor 2, which some of those cars have really low force feedback, and then you hit a curb or something like that, and the thing wants to rip your hands off. So, like I said, yeah, a lot of the time spent in the settings menus and the settings files trying to get the force feedback to a reasonable place.
That lap time was 1:37.28. That's your best lap in the session. All three sectors are pretty quick.
So I do a couple of laps here and they're clean and they're less than a 1:39 or whatever on average. I got my little LFM license. I think it's something like some kind of ranking system. I heard about it first about 2 weeks ago, and it was about the same time I was kind of getting into War Factor 2. For the first time, it has to be said, giving War Factor 2 a decent shot, and the reason I downloaded War Factor 2 again was to do some Le Mans type races, or well, LMP type, with LMP type driving, and at the same time I also downloaded Automobilista 2. Yeah, back to ACC. I think ACC would be my main sim. I mean, it's what I like about it online, it's competitive, it's a good player base, it's accessible, you know.
Your last lap time was at 1:37.41. You're currently 0.13, slower than your best. Sector 1 time is good. Sector 2 is 0.40 off your best. Sector 3 is a 10th off your best.
Yeah, you can just jump in and kind of start driving straight away, like, which is kind of good. Then if you want to do like offline, a bit of AI offline stuff, the AI is not too bad at all. So yeah, it's quite good. Like, it makes you treat it like a game as well as a competitive sim. But yeah, with RF2, I just found it quite frustrating, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, Gary, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Still like it though, it has to be said. There's just a lot of stupid stuff going on with it. Like, I mean, aside from the settings, messing around with the settings and all that stuff to get force feedback correct and whatever else. In R Factor as well, if you're doing like an endurance race offline or whatever, you can basically restart the race from replay file basically. So you load up the replay and you click resume, and it puts you back in the car. I know ACC, for example, have the in-game save option from the pause menu. So if you're doing like a long endurance race offline, you can come back to it later. So, but R Factor 2, like I say, it's a replay file. But the problem I've been having is...
That lap was at 1:37.49. You're now 0.21 off your best. Sectors 1 and 2 are fast. Sector 3 is a 10th off your best.
Yeah, the problem I've been having is when I reload the replay from a previously saved replay, restart the race or continue the race, do a couple of laps or whatever, and then exit the game. So the replay will save automatically when you exit the session. But what's happening is it's saving the replay, but it's not exiting the session. It's like the game is hanging at that screen. And the only way to kind of get the game back up and running is to do a Control-Alt-Delete job and kill it in Task Manager. So yeah, don't know what's causing it, don't really care. Like I say, there's a couple of bugs, and well, they appear to be bugs to me at least. Just stupid things, you know, and you can't even do an offline series, by the way. You have to create it in the background in this like mass file editing tool.
Off your best.
And even that's an absolute pain. So yeah, I like the driving in it, but that's about it, really. But back to ACC. These lap times are shockingly bad.
That last lap was a 1:37.49. That puts you 0.21 off your best. Sector 1 is quick. Sector 2 is 0.2 off your best. Sector 3 is a 10th off your best. Okay, Gary, you've got half your fuel left.
God, awful driving.
Sector 1 is quick.
It's a combination of being away from ACC for about a week and a half, and how, you know, in Norfolk you're driving the Le Mans cars, and yeah, they drive very different.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Compared to obviously compared to GT3s.
That lap was a 1:37.15. Sector 3 time is quick.
It's really noticeable. Jesus Christ. It's really noticeable, and overdriving this car big time. Just haven't been in the LMP 2 cars in, you know, spoiled for cornering speed with the downforce and all that stuff.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off your best. Minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
I'm starting to settle into a slight remembrance, if you like, of how these things actually drive in ACC. And
Sector 2 is a 10th off your best.
Trusty McLaren, more so. Definitely feels different to me, you know, even aside from being out of the game for a week or so.
That time was 1:37.92. That puts you 0.8, slower than your best. Sector 1 is 0.5, slower than your best. Sector 2 is 1/10 off your best. Sector 3 time's okay.
I am aware the tyres are kind of cooked as well, so I don't know if
Sector
I'm
1 time is good.
being reasonably hard on myself, but it doesn't feel like I'm driving well.
Sector 2 time is good. Your left front tyre is running hot. 136.84. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Your pace is good in sectors 1 and 2. Sector 3 time's okay.
Overdriving. Well, I've done the 7 laps anyway. That's required. 7 bad laps, but hey ho. So what did we do time-wise? Yeah, not great. But yeah, I think I'll spend a bit of time just kind of getting back into the groove of ACC. Because yeah, I'd have to say, after being in a different sim for a week and a half, you definitely do lose your touch a little bit. I'll have to check out this steering wheel setting as well. It just feels a lot heavier than what I remember. But yeah, that's my qualifying done for the low fuel thingy. So hopefully that's me sorted. So yeah, I'll leave it there, and maybe in the next video or so we'll have an online race or so with low fuel with my newly acquired license. So let's see how that one goes. I'll leave it there, guys.